Good morning, everyone. I wanted to make a video this morning to continue reading The Giraffe and the Pelly and Me. And I'm so sorry, but I think I'm going to have to drop the voices for the story because more characters are added in. Today, Missy almost tried doing it with the voices and it got very confusing and I couldn't even keep track. So I am just going to read it like normal today, but hopefully in future read alouds I can pick books with fewer characters so that I can do fun voices because I'm sure that's fun for you. It's fun for me too. It's fun for me to do the voices. So anyways, where we left off, the Duke found out that the Duchess was being robbed, and so the Pelican flew up to her room, and that's where we left off yesterday. So let's read today and see what happens. Like a bullet, the Pelican flew in through the open window, and 5 seconds later out he came again, with the great orange beak firmly closed. He landed on the lawn beside the Duke. A tremendous banging noise was coming from inside the Pelican's beak. It sounded as though someone was using a sledgehammer against it from the inside. "He's got him!" cried the monkey. "Pelly's got the burglar in his beak." "Well done, sir!" shouted the Duke, hopping about with excitement. Suddenly he pulled the handle of his walking stick upwards, and out of the hollow inside of the stick itself he drew a long, thin, sharp, shining sword. "I'll run him through," he shouted, flourishing the sword like a fencer. "Open up, Pelican, let me get at him. I'll run the bounder through before he knows what's happened to him. I'll spike him like a pat of butter. I'll feed his gizzards to my foxhounds." But the Pelican did not open his beak. He kept it firmly closed and shook his head at the Duke. The Giraffe shouted, "The burglar is armed with a pistol, your grace. If Pelly lets him out, now he'll hurt us all. We can be armed with, he can be armed with a machine gun for all I care," bellowed the Duke, his massive mustaches bristling like brushwood. "I'll handle the blighter. Open up, sir, open up." Suddenly there was an ear-splitting bang, and the Pelican leaped 20 feet into the air, and so did the Duke. "Watch out," the Duke shouted, taking 10 rapid paces backwards. "He's trying to shoot his way out." And pointing his sword at the Pelican, he bellowed, "Keep that beak closed, sir. Don't you dare let him out. He'll murder us all." "Shake him up, Pelly," cried the Giraffe. "Rattle his bones. Teach him not to do it again." The Pelican shook his head so fast from side to side that the beak became a blur, and the man inside must have felt as he was being scrambled like eggs. "Well done, Pelly," cried the Giraffe. "You're doing such a great job. Keep on shaking him so he doesn't fire that pistol again." That's what the Pelican's doing. He's shaking his beak all around. At this point, a lady with an enormous dress and flaming orange hair came flying out of the house, screaming, "My jewels! Somebody stole my jewels! My diamond tiara, my diamond necklace, my diamond bracelets, my diamond earrings, my diamond rings, they've had the lot. My room's been ransacked," which means it's been rifled through and stolen from. And then this woman, who 55 years ago had been a world-famous opera singer, suddenly burst into song. "My diamonds are over the ocean. My diamonds are over the sea. My diamonds were pinched from my bedroom. Oh, bring back my diamonds to me." Okay, I said I wasn't going to do voices. I didn't promise I wasn't going to sing. We were so bowled over by the power of the lady's lungs that all of us, excepting the Pelican, who had his beak closed, joined in on the chorus. "Bring back, oh, bring back my diamonds to me, to me. Bring back, oh, bring back my diamonds to me." "Calm yourself, Henrietta," said the Duke. He pointed to the Pelican and said, "This clever bird, this brilliant burglar-catching creature has saved the day. The bounder's in his beak." The Duchess stared at the Pelican. The Pelican stared back at the Duchess and gave her a little wink. "If he's in there," cried the Duchess, "why don't you let him out? Then you can run him through with that famous sword of yours. I want my diamonds. Open your beak, bird." "No, no," shouted the Duke. "He's got a pistol." Someone must have called the police, because suddenly no less than 4 squad cars came racing towards us with their sirens screaming. Within seconds, we were surrounded by 6 policemen, and the Duke was shouting at them, "The villain you are after is inside the beak of that bird." stand by to collar him. And to the pelican, he said, get ready to open her up. Are you ready? Steady, go! Open her up! The pelican opened his gigantic beak, and immediately the two policemen pounced upon the burglar, who was crouching inside. They snatched the pistol away from him and dragged him out and put handcuffs on his wrists. Great Scott, shouted the chief of police. It's the Cobra himself. The who? The what? Everyone asked. Who's the Cobra? The Cobra is the cleverest and most dangerous cat burglar in the world, said the chief of police. He must have climbed up the drain pipe. The Cobra can climb up anything. And we'll stop there for today. We're reading a shorter section today, but I want to know, what was the problem that they were having in the beginning of the section, and was the problem solved? And the book's not over yet, so I also want you to think about, can there be more than one problem in a story? So those are questions that I want you to think about as you discuss this with someone at home, or you can write down your thoughts, even on a Post-it or on just a small piece of paper. But that's what I want you to think about today, and we will try and finish off the book on Monday. I hope you all have a really great weekend, and maybe get to play in the snow if it doesn't all melt. All right.